chance for the ball to be popped into the danger zone with 4 Borough men in there. And they've survived it. First real scare for the home team. Free kick against Middlesbrough. Already taken, referee says play on. That was quick thinking. Taking it forward is Nicolita. Takes again, Nicolita here, and that's too high. Good return ball from Radoi. Couldn't keep it down.
Yeah, the game is opening up here. Good powerful play from both teams, and particularly from Middlesbrough. Then should have been 1-0, but there's the break, there's the 1-2. He has the shot, can't keep it down. Schwarzer not tested, but end-to-end stuff, and at last the game has opened up. It was very cagey, both sides having a look at each other for the first 25, 26 minutes, and all of a sudden we get chances at both ends.
Well, we're sitting right next to the director's box here in the National Stadium, and I swear the white feather leapt to his feet then. I thought it was going to be a goal, I think.
Well, it would have had to be something special to beat Schwarzer, but Yakubu there's the man. He really should have done better when he was on the edge of the box and had a choice of Morrison, but his shot was still a poor shot, took a deflection.
Rockenbach will lose out in his midfield duel with Bostina. He's on the ball again now. Coming field from his left-sided duties, Bostina. The player on the ball this time is Paraskif. Well, they haven't caused Mark Schwarzer a single problem as yet. Nor will they now for a moment or two because of the Rockenbach. He twisted his head one way and played it the other, played the ball the other. Clever.
Must be like his countryman Ronaldinho with that pass. Fantastic.
Barnaby scored that goal in Stuttgart, I remember. Sure went down very well. They've had some good away performances this season, Borough. Drawing Zamti, winning Zurich against Grasshopper, drawing Holland against Alkmaar, winning Stuttgart. Their only defeat, in fact, well, 2 defeats, the last 2 coming in Rome and Basel. Back by Dica. The chase on, and again it's showing how good the turf is. That ball sprang up for Schwarzer to boot it into the crowd.
Well, you can actually say that Middlesbrough silenced the crowd there, judging by that shot.
Looked like the old football referee, Kevin Lynch. I swear it wasn't. I'm sure we're going to get some shots. I've seen one already of the owner of the club, Jiji. He's a real character. More of him later when we do see him. But for the coach for the moment, studious concentration. Throw to come from Ogararu. He angles it, and it's touched through, it's tickled into the area. Oh, it's a brilliant strike! An absolutely brilliant goal. Dica swung on it, whacked it into the top corner beyond Schwarzer's left hand, and that is a goal of a genuine striker.
Well, that's a wonderful finish. Steve McLaren not very pleased at all with the marking in that Middlesbrough defence. It's a long throw coming into the box, just helped towards the middle of the goal. The Borough marking wasn't very tight at all, allowing the striker to turn. Here comes a throw, which just helped into the box. There's Dica. It's marked, I think, by Boateng is the one. There's 2 Borough defenders behind him. There's Boateng. He can't see the ball. You can see it now, all right. It's in the back of the net because it's a wonderful turn. The writing has been on the wall before with Dica, with one cross in the box. Look at that. He couldn't put it in a better spot, really. Schwarzer got a cross, got a touch to it, but it's in the back of the net, and that's a hammer blow for Middlesbrough, really. Their first shot on target, the first time Schwarzer's been tested. That man Dica, he's got the start that Steaua wanted.
Yeah, why do they make themselves invisible when they've scored goals like that? No need to put your shirt over your head. It was a cracking strike, and it was reminiscent of the one he had earlier in the match, which I said at the time was a warning, because he turned then and got a shot away and he'd really no right to do.
Yeah, but Boateng was marking. That's what I find disappointing from Middlesbrough's point of view, is that they have a midfield player marking a striker, really, in that sort of key area. And he allowed him to turn. I mean, when the cross came in early on in the match, and Dica just hooked the shot past the post, it was Ekiog that was marking. Ekiog wasn't tight enough in. But obviously they paid the penalty now of not giving the respect and getting tighter. And he's put it in the net and made Middlesbrough pay.
The danger to Borough now is it's really lifted the crowd. They're right behind their side. Similar to what happened in Basel, except we had to wait longer there. 41 minutes, I think it was, before the first goal went in on that night. And now we'll see how Borough respond themselves. Hasselbank to Downey. Opening up just a little bit for Rockenbach. Playing the ball around neatly here. They mustn't be rocked by that goal. If they are, they mustn't show they are. But it really was a vintage strike from a man in form.
Yeah, it just comes from a long throw. I mean, Steve McLaren must be absolutely raging inside. The first meaningful attack or for a sortie into the box, really. I know we had the hook shot from Dica just before, but the one real sort of, well, it wasn't really much of a danger. The throw-in was to the edge of the box. No marking there, helped in towards the middle of the penalty box, and then bang, it's in the back of the net.
It did look, though, Terry, to me as it was a rehearsed one, because just the way he angled the throw, he knew exactly where he was putting it.
Yeah, but when the ball goes to the edge of the box, obviously the midfield player then sees that the striker's available and passes the ball into the box with ease, under no pressure. And obviously Dica turns under no pressure and puts it in the back of the net. And you can see Middlesbrough giving the ball away. Ogararu there, the coach, he'll be delighted. Doesn't show it at the moment, but he'll be delighted. Look, how easy is this to play the ball in? How easy is this for it to turn? And how easy is that for the ball in the back of the net? I mean, that's a wonderful turn. He hasn't done a lot to move the ball. He just took a touch to the side and then hit it.
It was crafty. And,
oh, yeah. I mean, yes. I mean, you have to admit it's clever play, but a poor defensive goal, and Steve McLaren will be raging.
Yeah, no Gareth Southgate, of course, tonight, and no Emmanuel Pogatetz. Hopefully Southgate will be fit for the second leg. And maybe fit for the weekend in that FA Cup semi-final. Another massive date for this football club. You can scarcely believe what's happening to them. That's a yellow card, and the one who's got it is Paraskif.
I don't think there was much in that. I think there was an intent to try and win the ball. Kadru just nicked the ball to the side, but the referee then saying, well, I'll let one or two tackles go. Kadru nicks it. He comes in. You see his foot is down. He's not really, his studs aren't up. Kadru has to go to the ground, and he's gone to the ground all right because he's delighted. And then he gets swamped by his teammates.
Well, I hear what you say, Terry, about the defending. I still think it was an excellent strike. And, well, they lead by it. Steaua Bucuresti, and it's game on for Middlesbrough now. It's really important they don't concede again.
It certainly is. Sorry, John. I mean, you look at Basel when they conceded a goal. Within 2 or 3 minutes, they conceded a second goal. Then they had a mountain to climb in the second half. Now, the game's still firmly in the balance, and Steve McLaren will be thinking to himself, look, it's 1-0. OK, I think we'll probably take 1-0 defeat before the game to take them back to the Riverside. But if we can get a goal, it does change the whole complexion. It doesn't matter where you get the goal. Are you there? He's written down a few notes, I'm sure, but he'll be delighted with that goal.
Steaua Bucuresti 1, Middlesbrough 0. And it's the 28th goal that Steaua have scored in Europe this season. Astonishing number. We were saying that they're basically a defensive side, but they've got their goals in Europe, I've no doubt about that. Well defended this time, and then he's come back, and they're quite willing to have a shot from anywhere, aren't they? It's always a good sign, and the one, as you can see, is Petra Marin. Full of confidence, willing to have a go, even if you're 30 yards out.
Yeah, Boateng just organising there. His head's down a little bit. He knows that he was marking Dica when he scored. He knows he's got to get himself back in the game. Nicolita, he's featured well on the right-hand side, but Marin coming in, hitting the shot first time with his right foot. Schwarzer not troubled. Schwarzer's not really had anything to do in the game except pick the ball out the back of the net.
Here's the goal scorer, Dica. I think it was Boateng who missed him earlier as well when Dica got it for a header, a clear header. Unfortunately, there was a push, but George Boateng at the moment having to just concentrate on his game and get it right again. They're pressurising Borough right now, so Schwarzer hacks this one way to the right. It's slewed away off the outside of the boot. Sven-Göran Eriksson coming over. He must watch a game a day, I reckon, Sven. And it's a good moment for us to mention a special match, very special match coming up on 5. And that is a game between England legends and Germany legends, which is being played at the Medeski Stadium at Reading on Wednesday, May the 3rd. And that can be seen exclusively live on 5. The programme starts at 7:15. I believe Gazza's playing. I believe there's a certain John Barnes playing as well. Looking forward to seeing him again. Chris Waddle. No Terry Butcher, I don't think, though. The old knees have gone a bit over Terry.
He has some great commentators that night as well. It's not us, because we're not there.
And from a German perspective, Lothar Matthäus is, amongst others.
Is it not Boris Becker that's the coach of the team, or in charge of the team, of the German team?
Yeah, funnily enough, he was doing the interviews at Arsenal last night. He loves his football. There's that long throw again from Ogararu. He's got an unusual style, hasn't he?
It's not quite from the same place, but they picked the man out again and kept possession. That's the name of the game from throw-ins, keep possession.
Can be a deadly weapon. I remember Ian Hutchinson at Chelsea, Andy Legg more recently, the man who was in the Guinness Book of Records for the longest throw-in. And Dave Challoner at Tranmere Rose, he could hurl it a million miles.
Well, you think of Bolton. Channel 5's covered Bolton in Europe. And Okocha has got a long throw. Gary Speed as well.
Hasselbank now. They're trying to hit back. Downing, first time ball in, but two defenders to cover. The best chance they created was the one that Yakubu spurned when he should have played James Morrison in. Now they're backpedaling, and quickly, and having to do as well. Plenty of impetus here, and a fortunate ricochet, fortunate for Berra anyway. Referee said play on, and they will play on here with the left-sided Bostina. Bostina recently brought into the international lineup by Romania, played against Ivory Coast and Nigeria. Yakubu, he's 1-on-2, and he's past the first man, and so typical that he's taken down there, and that ought to be a yellow card for Guinea. It ought to be. Is it going to be? Yes, it is.
Is that Goyen that's got booked there? I think that's his second bad one on Yakubu. Right on the halfway line again. He's beaten for pace there. He says, thanks very much, I'll take the booking, because this means a free kick and we can regroup back in front of our penalty area. But so that's the problem that the two big centre halves for Steaua have, is if the ball's at their feet and Yakubu and Hasselbank are running at them very quickly in the air, I think they'll dominate, but not on the ground. Yakubu just requiring a bit of treatment now.
So two Steaua players booked, Goyan, as you rightly said, Tony, and Paraskif. And Yakubu needs treatment.
It's called a Charlie horse. As they say, all good physios would say, just run it off, son.
Footballing folklore. Some of the expressions are unbelievable. His expression is absolutely stony.
Yeah, who's 1-0 up here, you think? But no, Steaua have done well. I think really that one effort from Yakubu with his left foot, so when he should have played in James Morrison, it's really all Middlesbrough have had. They've sort of, it's been a bit of a stalemate in the middle of the park in particular, but throughout the first half. But you have to say Steaua have been the better team and have created the better chances.
So come on, Berra, let's have an equaliser before the break. Downing shows it, and doesn't get beyond the lunging boots, the lunging tackle. Malcolm Christ is warming up at the moment, so is Massimo Maccarone. Now Downing, more time to supply, and it's not the greatest of crosses, it was very deep, didn't really involve anybody. Kudru's got a problem here.
Yep, it's Nicoletta that's going to be booked for that challenge on Kudru. It was a heavy challenge, right on the touchline, and the referee played advantage then for Downing to whip the ball in towards the far post. It's Kudru up on his feet. There's the tackle. Look at that, look, how high does he want his boot to go there? Kudru felt that one. Look, here we are. Oh dear, oh dear.
As you said, not taking prisoners. 3 bookings. Murray haven't had anything down the flanks as yet, not particularly, but there's a good ball in, and Yakubu, he's hit the bar. It's gone out for the corner. It's the first real flash of inspiration from Berra in the 6-yard area. It's got them going, and Yakubu muscled his way in here to be on the end of this cross from Boateng.
Yeah, it's a wonderful ball in, and I think the defender, or was it Yakubu, just got the header down. Thankfully for Carlos, his point of view, it hits the bar. Yakubu struggling here. I think he took another knock on his thigh. He is struggling, the big man.
He'd have claimed the goal, that is for sure, whoever it came off.
Well, that's the closest Borough have come, but there's a wonderful ball into the box from Boateng.
Well, it would have been a wonderful time to get a goal, wouldn't it? Just before the break. Anyway, Kadru's up for this. And he might get another header in here. He does. Frank Kadru. Borough have plenty around. The save is made. And what a disappointment it is that Morrison hasn't been able to squeeze the ball beyond Carlos. Big opportunity. And suddenly Borough have come alive. And you can hear the Borough fans making all the noise right now. Steaua have gone quiet for the minute. Hit one in, Rockenbach. Does do, it's blocked. Should come back again via, the mix-up. And now there are 4 blue shirts. They drive forward in unison. There's obvious danger here. Well, there was. Well played, Bates. Got across to make sure Nicolita didn't get a cross away.
Well, the game's got better the more it's gone on. Here's the header back across. It's blocked down there. It's a great shot in. Good save from the keeper. I think it was Gianea that got the clearance. That was a wonderful effort. And then, of course, down the other end, Bates has to concede the corner. And I think it was Nicolita's cross towards the far post. So end-to-end stuff.
Yeah, no shortage of entertainment now, Terry, after a quiet opening. Corner for Steaua. Vital for Borough not to concede again. Schwarzer came and didn't get there. We've got to get this one away. Dica's in there again, hustling. Broke for Bostina. And Dica won't even get to this. Fortunately, they're a bit of a handful right now. Both sides have been the last few minutes.
They certainly have. It's just amazing when you put decent crosses into the box, because Steaua certainly struggled with the Boateng cross. And Middlesbrough struggled a couple of times with crosses, and that corner coming in towards the box. Schwarzer came out for it, couldn't get it. They'll be happy there, the Steaua crowd. Their team's up. Their team deservedly up, in my opinion, in the first half. But Borough certainly have got better the more the first half has progressed.
True, and I think that Steve McLaren will be encouraged to believe, on the evidence of the last few minutes, that they can get a goal here. Rockenbach with that nimble footwork of his. Nobody really to pass the ball to. It was a hit and hope pass.
He seems to have shrugged off that little knot. As I say, Steve McLaren will be pretty happy. He's scratching his head there, but I think he knows what he's doing and what he wants to do and what he wants to say at half-time. A couple of minutes away from half-time now.
Coming up to 5 years since he took over from Brian Robson at the Riverside. And interesting to see Fabrizio Ravanelli amongst the spectators here tonight. Former Middlesbrough striker, of course, as well as Lazio and several other Italian sides, Juventus. He looks very lean and mean as well, Ravanelli.
In contrast to who, do you mean?
I wasn't looking at anybody. Stuart Downing with the throw. Tantalisingly close to an England World Cup call. There are a lot of players who are probably in that position, but I think Sven knows the majority of his squad without doubt, hoping that there are no more injuries like the one to Ledley King the other day, of course. 1 minute to be added. Thought there might have been just more than that, but anyway, it's long enough to get a goal, and it is Middlesbrough who are in the possession. With Frank Kadru. He played UEFA Cup football for his previous employers, Lens. So they're not rookies by any means, Middlesbrough, despite this being only their second adventure into Europe. Barnaby. Too long. Your overall thoughts, Terry Butcher, on the half?
Yeah, it's just the ball, it's just possession in the final third, really. The ball up to strikers and the wider players in particular, when they have played the ball out wide and got the ball back into the middle with Rockenbach and Boateng, they've managed to spread the play pretty well. But they haven't kept enough possession, I think. Middlesbrough haven't kept enough possession in Steaua's half, and Steaua that have been the more dominant and more comfortable. But having said that, you know, it's been a cagey game so far. I think that Middlesbrough will be agreed that they're probably 1-0 down. But having said that, Steaua have had that bit of brilliance from Dica that has resulted in the only goal of the match so far, and do look pretty comfortable themselves.
That goal, though, has opened things up, and we're looking forward to the next 45 minutes as we head towards the half-time whistle. And Mr. Hammer has the whistle to his lips now. And that is it. So a single goal and a really excellent striker's goal from Nikolai Dica. He's 5th in the UEFA Cup this season. He's done to Middlesbrough what he did